Hey, I'm Jared Seach, and I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make a very cheaply made rock exterior set piece for any sort of low budget independent film production. So let me kind of show you what we're going to be working on today. It's a sample piece. So you can see it looks really good, and it's really super light. Like, look at that. So it's easy to transport and set up anywhere we need on set. Is taking tin foil and painting it with certain structures and stuff like that and textures to make it look like rock. So the first thing you're going to want to do is find yourself a really cheap piece of cardboard, you know, or foam or anything you can get your hands on. Go to the store and pick up maybe 75 feet of tin foil. You're going to want primer. Now I would suggest getting the dark gray. Another thing you're going to want to get is the stone texture, and this is going to be going over top. Can of black, just to add some shading and color and depth to it. So let's get started. So the first thing you want to do, take your tin foil and your cardboard and measure it out. I would always go maybe, I don't know, about 2 or 3 inches more than you need. So what you're going to do is take your tin foil, just basically grab it and palm it a little bit. Do that all over. As soon as you got that done, you are going to want to stick your hand underneath it. Kind of make some big bumps and bulges. Now to attach it, you can do one of 2 things, maybe even more. But what we found that looks really nice is that you can go to the store and buy this spray-on adhesive, and that will keep it from coming off your cardboard or foam or whatever you got. Or what we actually do, which seems to be a lot faster for us, is use one of these staple guns, and it just makes the process go a ton faster. And attaching it along the sides. So you got our first piece on. Now one thing that's very important is that you're going to have this line of tin foil. What you're going to want to do to get rid of that, just so it's not noticeable when you're on set, is just kind of crinkle it up a little bit at the edges. Add some randomness to it. I mean, from the angle that you're going to be filming anyway, you won't be able to notice too much, but just to make sure that the audience doesn't feel fooled, you're going to want to do that, and then maybe add some more staples, just to make sure we don't get caught using tin foil for rock. Now what you're going to want to do is do this along the entire piece of cardboard, so I'm going to go ahead and do that now. But here we go. So the next step you're going to want to do is take your primer, and you're going to want to have some kind of gray or already rock colored primer. Most of the time I use gray. Sometimes people like to use some kind of brown, and that's good for different kinds of texture and detail. But for the most part, I like to use this for a base. If you have anything of foil sticking out, it's going to be very noticeable. So make sure that you do your detail work. Alright, so as soon as your set is already primed up and ready to go, we're going to add some of this. Keep in mind, if you're going to do a big set, by the way, that's my dog Cody. He's a little stinker. You're going to want about, if you're doing a big set, you're going to want about like, I don't know, 4 or 5 cans of this. This stuff goes through really quick, but it has an amazing effect to it. So let's go ahead and start to texturize a little bit. Now through that you can already see, I don't know if it shows up in the video so well, you can already see some nice detail coming out of that. It already starts to look like rock. And it's kind of amazing. So after you're done with your stone texture, you're going to want to move on to this stuff. Now, this is basically your detail, and it's kind of nice. So pretty much all this is doing is just making it look a little more realistic. So you're going to definitely want to get a different color or shade of stone to put over it. All right, now the last thing you're going to want to do is go over the entire thing with a little cheap thing of black spray paint. Like I got this for $1 at Walmart. And then basically this just adds shadowing and detail to it.
Okay, so there you have it, a very cheap, very low budget piece of realistic looking rock structure. And it's got a lot of detail. It was really, really easy to make. Ultimately took me about 20 minutes, and if you need a lot of it, you know, it's really easy to make, and you can come up with some really cool stuff.
Again, my name is Jared Seach. Subscribe to my page. I'll be having more tutorials and updates as to why I'm making such an extravagant interior set design piece. It's for a new high production project that we've been working on, and we're all very excited to see what happens. So yeah, thank you for watching, and hope this has been helpful to you.